And after 42 years, my parents came back together. I want to give God all the glory. The house I paid for, I didn't know I entered the lion's den. I told God, give me time. You to wait now. Let me do my own thing, then I will come to your own. 2020, I had a near-death experience. So I begged God, and the Lord gave me second chance. I want to give God all the glory. Now, and I didn't know that I was waking up the demons that were in the house. And as we
Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to another mind-blowing testimony. Like, guys, you need to start praying. You need to pray like tomorrow, no day. I keep on emphasizing it in this channel. Pray like tomorrow, no day. Because if you leave prayer, devil will use you to do whatever he wants. Okay. So, guys, I want you to watch this particular testimony to see the power of prayers. Okay. And as you're watching this particular video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so. Okay, subscribe for more testimonies in this channel. So keep on watching, and please don't forget to share. Okay, share to somebody that will share to somebody that will share to somebody.
what God cannot do. So my name is Ubataiwo Joyce. I'm from Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria. I want to give God glory for the opportunity to be here physically. Praise the name of the Lord. So I want to thank God for my parents. Since I was a child, my parents never got married. And those who know me, who were close to me, even in boarding school, they used to call me bastard. And every time I pray and I tell God, I don't like this. I want my parents together. I want to give God glory. What seemed impossible, I kept praying on the fire altar. And after 42 years, my parents came back together. I want to give God all the glory. What brought me here is how God delivered me from a demonic landlord. I'm into real estate in Lekki, Lagos, and I happen to be a multiple award-winning realtor. And God has blessed me so much that I keep telling Leroy whenever we have targets, Leroy, I want to win this, and I always win it by the grace of God. So we had a national target, which I won again. I want to give God glory. But I rented a house, and I told Leroy I wanted a car. Leroy gave me the exact car I wanted. I told Leroy I wanted to live in an exact estate. I got the estate. But the house I paid for, I didn't know I entered the lion's den. So I traveled out and told my PA, move my things to the house. When I came back, I just realized I was always having demonic attacks. So I went, 2020, an unserious friend gave me the link to Nsppd. I said, okay, what's this again? And I went clicked into the link, and I saw prayer. I said, yes, this is my kind of thing. I love prayer. I'm a prayer warrior. As a child, I knew Jesus very early from a Christian home, and I love to pray. So I joined, and the Lord told me, this is where you have your answered prayer. So since then, I became serious with God. So in my course of real estate, I became so deep with money that I became so interested in money that I love money. I want to always win targets. I want to be the top and all of that. So I realized that I was not fulfilling purpose. The Lord kept warning me, do what you are called to do on earth. But I refused because I told God, give me time. You to wait now. Let me do my own thing. Then I will come to your own. 2020, I had a near-death experience. I died. And I was told that I saw myself in hell. I was told that I am here for unforgiveness and also refusing to do my calling. You have rich friends, you refuse to preach to them. You are very shy. You carry an anointing, you know who you are, but you refuse to open your mouth to speak. So I begged God, and the Lord gave me second chance. I want to give God all the glory. Now, I became so serious with the Lord. I said, okay, I was going to do what God has called me to do. I started a fellowship in my house, and I didn't know that I was waking up the demons that were in the house. And as we Nsppd, I joined in the morning, I pray. Like I told you, I love to pray. Every time I pray, I didn't know the demonic entities there were being disturbed. My landlord comes and says, madam, good morning. I said, good morning, sir. I said, now why you they pray? Oh? I said, how do you know I pray? He said, every midnight. You know they sleep? You always have, because I'm in my room. How are you hearing me outside? He said, I'm hearing all your prayer points. I said, okay, that's good. And this man said, I should pray for him. And immediately held my hand and shook my hand, which was strange. So I was praying for him, closing my eyes. I opened my eyes, saw him looking at me, and he said, everything you prayed, I returned it back to sender. I didn't understand that. I got into the house, and I had partial stroke. Before I knew it, I started having strange sicknesses, brain fog, depression, frustration. Every time I go to the hospital, they say they can't see anything. I said, Leroy, please help me. I remember when I was on the bed, when I had partial stroke, I was begging God, please help me. You can't put us to shame. I was praying in my heart. I said, Lord, please, I can't move my hand. I can't move my body. My mouth was already bending. I said, please help me. And the Lord saw me through. I came out again. This man, this girl, you know they die. I came outside again, saw me. I said, madam, I want to buy your car. I said, I'm not selling my car. You have G-Wagon, you have Range Rover. Why will you be looking at RAV4? He said, I like that particular car. I didn't know it was for a target. I didn't know this was the person doing me. I'll drive and I'll be struggling with the steering when I'm driving. It kept recurring. I had to let that car go. Where it shook me was when my next door neighbor was moving out and I went to greet that person. He came and said, Madam, any house I build, I don't want to see your leg inside. I need you to get out of my house. He gave me quick notice to leave the house and I was shocked. I said, sir, I don't understand. You're my friend now. You're my party. What did it happen? He said, Madam, I don't want you in this house again. I want you to get out. That one I knew, wow, this is the person that has been attacking me spiritually. And I told him, he said, if you don't leave this house, I will deal with you. I will go to the four walls of this earth to bring you down. I will show you my mother is a witch, and I will make sure that I bring you down. And I said, who is it that says the thing? When he comes to pastor, the Lord has not commanded it. I said, I'm not your regular tenant. I am taught not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. You don't know who you are joking with. I said, I met Jesus at a very early age. I know who I am, and nobody can bring me down. I said, okay, bring it on. Let your God fight with my God. Let's start up. At midnight, I removed my clothes. So yeah, let's start prayer. Nsppd, you say I pray too much. Now we tell you I can pray. So I increased the volume of the prayer. Oh Lord, show me mercy. We started at 9. I said, the Lord, the devil has appeared to me before. He can't bring me down. You are too small now. Who you be? Let us start. I was there praying and praying and praying. On a Monday, they brought letter from the uniform men. You understand? And I was being charged as a criminal. They are bringing me, they want to take me to their station. I was accused of so many things. I said, Roy, I'm a twin. My twin is not here to fight for me. Nobody's fighting for me. It's me and you. I want to know my rank in the spirit realm. I started preaching at age 7. I started evangelizing at that age, and God has done great things for me. At this age, the devil cannot do anything. By the grace of God, let's see what is going to happen. And I started praying. To the glory of God, they took me to the station. The man who was there knew my uncle. I said, what are you doing here? He said, they brought my niece here. And he said, you know what? We are going to arrest you, the man, for accusing her wrongly, that she's a criminal. That's where Roy first helped me. I was taken to court, I won the case. Taken to another court, I won the case. Taken to another police station, I won the case. The guy was wondering what's going on. What thrilled me was when I went to the police station just right by my house. And the man said, I went to meet the man. I said, sir, every time I come here, people are not attending to me. What's going on? He said, oh yeah, come. Tell me what happened. When I was telling them my story. He said, wait, you're the one that we've been looking for. I said, what's going on? He said, they paid us 3 times to come pick you up. At a midnight, we were supposed to come carry you on a Friday and go and lock you up. But what was strange with them was they dressed up to come pick me. Just to drive the car, the boss said, everybody go home. The man said, what? He said, madam, whatever you're serving, hold that God tight. This has never happened. This is very strange. To the glory of God, how stubborn this man was, he kept doing all sorts of, even put a camera facing my house to monitor my going and coming in. I said, Roy, you need to use me to show some people example. Come on now. And things were happening. Everything he did, we're just going reverse back to it, send that, reverse back to that. And then the pastor is speaking, pastor will say that what you're afraid of will not happen. Because I'm only scared for my life. My twin is not around, I'm the only girl. Every time this man is doing a lot of things, where would I run to? I came to Abuja this time last year. I couldn't enter the church. That's how disturbed I was. I ran past this church and I said, God, give me the grace to come here, stand before your people and let them know that God really exists. I want to give God all the glory. The day I was living out that house, the man thought it was impossible. He told me nobody will save me. And Roy brought the uniform men, the same men that were standing for him. They said, madam, we stand with you. Let's go to that house and we'll bring you out of that house. And Roy did it, that he brought me out. As they opened the gate of the estate for me to go out, they said, how can you shout? I couldn't shout. I was shouting, Roy, thank you. You guys don't understand. I got to the point of almost assassination. But God saw me through. All because what? I pray too much. But I want to give God all the glory for saving my life. And I'm here standing, giving him all the praise. What God cannot do.
That's what you said.
Thank you, Pastor Jerry. You know, some of us started early, but we ran out of church. But God brought us back because of you. Every time you pray and you talk about how you started preaching the word at a very early age, I see myself and I said, why are you lying down? You know who you are. Get up and do what God has called you to do. And today, everybody in my family is giving God glory that I'm alive today to testify of God's goodness. Praise the name of the Lord.